life comes to me, just like it comes to you. It's hard to hold it in your hand. God had you in mind way before your time. So live this moment while you can. 'Cause life's a gift to treasure. No matter who we are, you can hardly see that there's hope in what can be. So treasure the gift of life.
I'm Matt Thurber, and I'm a brain cancer survivor. I was diagnosed in 1997, 3 weeks before my wedding. While playing basketball, I collapsed in a grand mal seizure. My life was forever changed in that 1 second.
It was 3 weeks before our wedding, and I think that helps put things a little bit into perspective when instead of figuring out what our centerpieces were for the tables and some of those things which seem important at the time, we were out shopping for neurosurgeons and trying to find the best path for us and the best care once we got back from our honeymoon.
I love that the event is called Humor to Fight the Tumor. That's exactly how I view my own illness.
You know, a lot of times people with brain surgery are afraid that their personalities will change. Matt's personality has not changed at all. I think that his sense of humor, thankfully, is just even stronger. He has just this tremendous attitude that, hey, things could be worse, and I'm really blessed. I have a lot of things going for me, and I truly believe that attitude is a huge part of your healing process.
Despite my diagnosis in 1997, I still say that was the best year of my life because I made it my best friend and the love of my life.
We were sitting together in the appointment. We brought up the idea that, my mom did die of a brain tumor, and we just brought it up. We didn't say anything more than that. And then the doctor actually suggested that we get a CAT scan just to be safe. When we saw the CAT scan, it was very clear, even on the CAT scan.
Through the whole thing, he was just very steady and calm. I mean, I remember we came home and we were making the phone calls that we needed to make, and we were sitting on the couch, and I'm, a puddle, just a mess, and he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go mow the lawn. And out he went, and I'm sitting on the couch, calling my friends, crying, and, doom and gloom, end of the world. And all I can think is I'm looking at him thinking, he's got this 3-centimeter tumor in his head. We didn't know what it was at that point, and it was just so surreal, just kind of watching him with different eyes, how he was interacting with Adam, how he was with Lauren, and just kind of put everything into perspective at that point.
I remember I'd call floor time with Lauren because she was so small, and the only way I could get to her level and couldn't pick her up and play with her. So I'd go down on the floor, and then she'd be on the floor with me. And she'd be crawling around, and she'd say, wake up, Daddy. And I'm like, I'm tired, honey, I'm okay. The outlook, I think, right away, if good things happen in life, it's like I do a double take. I'll, stop myself and say, I appreciate that, or I really want to remember that, or that type of thing.
There are 4 children. Brooke is the baby of the 4. She's also one of a set of triplets, and she was diagnosed with a craniopharyngioma brain tumor. Her symptoms started for about 6 months, and they were really intermittent. We went in to see her pediatrician to see what was going on because I didn't know what else to do. I thought, I need help. The following night, she was again having sleep issues, couldn't go to sleep until 1 o'clock, and she ended up falling sideways. And that's when we decided that well, her father decided that she needed to go into the ER.
10 years ago, this was inoperable. It was an inoperable tumor. When Brooke woke up from surgery, her sisters come in to see her, and both her eyes were swollen shut. She had stitches all across the top of her head. Looked in pretty rough shape. So they're like, oh wow, look at her owies. And when Brooke woke up and I was there and I said, Brooke, how you feeling? And she goes, Daddy, my owie's gone. And that was a pretty special moment, you know. Her sister saw all the owies and Brooke said her owies were gone. I think that's the way God works too.
When I was in second grade, my teacher pulled me out from math when I was going up to get my paper checked. And my teacher said to me, you've been working through this a lot, and God would only choose you because you work through this the best. And that made me feel real overjoyed.
And she has shown so much courage that she has taught us immensely. So much about being 9 and going through this and being a fighter. That's what it's about.
There is not much humor in going through this. And the care professionals that we dealt with are the ones who really brought some humor into this. The way they were up day in, day out, dealing with so many patients is really amazing, and really demonstrates how caring and how devoted they are both to their patients and their profession.
Through this journey, we met so many different types of doctors and really found out the talent and the dedication to what they do and how they do it. And I mean, to say thank you could never, ever be enough, because they saved her for us.
I wanted to just say thank you to my friends and family because they've really helped me through this, and to my nurses and doctors that they knew the right thing to do, and I just wanted to say thank you, and I'm going to keep on working through it.
Life's a gift to treasure.